Mm. Mm-hmm.
If she think that that girl gonna love her son unconditionally, that's more important than what she look like.
Mm. Mm-hmm. When you talk about the source codes and women being an antenna, um, is this something that more so applies to the black woman in the world, or is this all women across the spectrum?
Well, every uterus is in mitochondria is the recipients of the source code by nation. The
Mm-hmm.
first nation or the ancient ones are those dark mothers, those black Madonnas.
Mm-hmm.
It's 12 daughters of Isis that represent the other um, ethnic groups of people around the world. And
Mm-hmm.
they all different skin tones and hair textures. Their
Mm-hmm.
big mamas will receive source codes the same as our big mamas. Our big mamas will just get more data because they have a stronger connection to both creation and the earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They operating by the addition of the higher carbon density, which is the primordial noon or dark matter of the great mother.
Right.
So that's why they get the data, the most data first, because they are more closely tied to first creation.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. Let's see. Let's see. Shout out to Afro Goddess. She wants to know what goddess will rule over the golden age.
Uh, it will start, but the goddesses don't always choose to rule the entire duration, and they pass it like a baton to one of their sisters, right? So you will look at the hierarchy that they have in Egypt. So you have Aset, that's known as Isis.
Mm-hmm.
She is the first at the top of the pyramid of sisters that's heirs to the throne. Second is Sekhmet. Sekhmet, no, it's Het Heru,
Mm-hmm.
right? The male side, Heru is the heir. On the female side, Het Heru is the heir. She's the next in line, and then Sekhmet, right? Now, Sekhmet can come in ahead of Het Heru if she's coming in wartime as a war priestess,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if she come in peacetime, it'll come through Het Heru, the peace goddess,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they have different functions, but as they so it's no one. The titles are those seats are titles for the next in line sequencing of the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
All of those names you hear out of Egypt, Ra, Osiris, Set, Isis, Het-Heru or Hathor, Set, those are titles.
Mm-hmm.
And they represented by most of the time a totem animal, and some of them are represented by a human-like god form with
Mm-hmm.
some type of magical implements from the Heka associated with them as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This brother wants to know, are you really losing a fraction of your prana every time you ejaculate, or can go do practice to replenish with no negatives even if you ejaculate?
Look, you have practices for different purposes. The real purpose of learning the semen retention is to be able to bring the waterfalls of heaven down before you lose your erection. In other words, you're supposed to make the female orgasm before you orgasm, or else she won't reach a climax and you complicate the energy, which comes out in your relationship as a bitter ass woman, right? So you ejaculating, your body gonna replenish that energy. It has to. As long as your mitochondrial is working properly, you will always replenish the energy that you surrender into the world. Right. So the semen retention is a training program to become a more valued sexual partner for your mate.
Mm-hmm.
Kama Sutra.
I love how you keep talking about this training program, Rod, and this simulation. It makes total sense. That whole concept resonated a lot with me, man. When you think about our purpose being down here, and when you think about the planes and the simulation, and you act like you flying a plane, but you're really not. That should make total sense, man. Let's do. We're gonna do about 3 more questions. You got time for 3 more questions, Rod?
I'm here.
All right. Let's do about 3 more questions. Somebody wants to know: will you be teaching any classes? This is not one of the 3 questions, but will you be teaching any classes, Rod?
When we come back on, when our system come online, because they ain't finna get me caught up in this cult shit. So when our system come back online, yeah, I'm gonna be having rites of passage programs. I'm gonna be training teachers and doulas. We're gonna be doing we're gonna have a big, like a university of holistic medicine, inviting doctors from around the world to come and teach what they know. We're gonna be sending doulas around the world to go work with other doulas in order to learn the ancient birthing practices and upgrade them and implement them into modern healthcare. We're going to be training children to use their psychic abilities at an earlier age so that they can be a bigger powerhouse for the future. So all this stuff is going to be part of the programs when our system come online. But as long as these people is in power, I ain't finna put my head out there like that. I teach online. They won't never call me a cult leader and come running up in this motherfucker with the SWAT team.
Crazy.
They keep calling me Rod the Madman. As long as they don't call me a cult leader, I'm cool.
Oh man. Let's see. Okay, Rod. Felicia wants to know: do you have to be in the sunlight to get the codes? Weather has been cloudy in California, Rod.
Look, them codes coming in.
Right.
The sun codes already been coming in. They've been coming in on solar flares and wind and solar storms for the last year and a half. And people been going through different roller coasters of ascension symptoms that they thinking they've been sick. They weren't sick, they was getting upgraded. Yeah. And when the sickness go away, you feel better than you did before you were sick. All of this is part of it. Some people might choose to be breatharians after this. Some people might not. Right? But the whole thing is to find the true balance of Earth between the men, the women, and the universe. The alignment becomes critical when you download. The source code can penetrate everything that you see. The solar rays, they go straight to the core of the Earth and filter through the people going in and coming out, because the Earth is the sun is asking the Earth a question about the people. So those are your incoming solar flares and solar storms. And when the Earth answers, it sends a frequency back through the people that delivers the answer back to the center of the solar system. Then when the source codes come in, they come in directly from prime source center of the galaxy, right? This is where the greatest draw is to the central point in our little part of creation called the Milky Way. Only thing I can't figure out is who took the fucking picture of the Milky Way. I can't figure that shit out. We in the Milky Way. That's like trying to take a picture of the outside of your house from being inside. How the hell they do that? I ain't figured it out yet.
So, Rod, so the people and me, I can understand this better. Right. So we got source code, that's from the prime creator, Big Mama, and we got sun codes. If we're getting the source code, that's a direct communication. What relationship does the sun code have to the source code? You know, like, is Big Mama, is that her brother? Is that her nephew? Is that her cousin? Like, who would sun be?
So to use it in the same way that the Masons use it, Fiat Lux, let there be light, is the sun. That's the widow's son. The source, that's Big Mama. That's the widow. They work together. Nothing can move in the changing of the guard until the widow find her son, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's when the source codes begin to talk to the solar rays, and we play it out in the flesh, right? And it happens in the stars as above, so below. We just walking in the pattern that we reading the energy from the stars.
Right.
All the people of the earth make up the total number of stars you see in the sky.
Right.
Right. So at least the ones that's in visual sight. The ones that's going to be born later, you probably can't even see their star yet.
Mm.
Right. So they'll run those codes. Those are star codes.
Mm.
Right. And the Milky Way galaxy is a accumulation of stardust that formed into what we see in front of us.
Mm. Interesting.
Right.
Let's get to another question, y'all. Let's get to another question. I'm a while Rod is answering this next question, I'm gonna post that video that Rod sent me. I got the full video. I'm gonna post it in the chat for y'all. I seen somebody asked about it. Somebody said, what about this polar vortex coming next week? What's that about, Rod? You heard about that?
I haven't looked into it yet.
Okay.
But I think that's that cold front. They warning about that freezing cold front. The Earth is terraforming right now.
Yeah.
It's literally in real time terraforming. You could see grass in Mecca in the desert. It's all green pastures, right? Then in certain places that was barren, there's water springs sprouting up. And certain places that was lush greenery getting mudslides. The earth is changing. And a lot of the women can feel it.
Yeah, you know how you talk about I'm trying to find this link for the people. You know how you talk about you was talking about Arizona. Yeah, it's funny. As soon as I'm about to talk about Iceland, this person yeah, that's how this synchronicity. What the hell is the deal? You talk about Arizona being you know, where the ancient Egyptians was and shit like that. What's up with Iceland, man? I got this interconnection to Iceland. What was Iceland in antiquity, man? I fucks with Iceland. I want to go there, man. Any info about Iceland?
You need to get Ivan Van Sertima African presence in early America. Because he talk about the pygmy people that used to live in the underground in Iceland and Greenland. Okay. Right. They not there no more.
Right. You know, I was talking to Billy the other day, about a couple of weeks ago. We did a show, and you know, the solar flares that the sun erupts. What is when a volcano explodes, erupts? What can you attribute that to? Is something going on in the inner Earth or the inner sun that's causing?
You ever had a pimple before?
Yeah.
That's your volcano on your face. Mm-hmm. The volcano is getting rid of. It's a pressure release valve. They all over the planet. Right. If you got a magma layer under the plates, and the magma layer is cooking, right, and is melting the plates, right, and so it builds up pressure over time, and it breaks out in a sore, a pimple, right, and the more pressure when it break out, the greater the eruption. You've seen people with pimples that ooze. Right. Yeah, that's a volcano just running over. Comparative analysis will always help you understand a little bit better.
Yeah, wow. Family, I just posted the link. You check out this video, you'll be able to estimate the exact time of this window, this 6-hour window that's going down on the 15th. Y'all can do all the homework on yourselves, but I just gave y'all all the keys right there. So check that out. And just for more information on this alignment, that Rod is talking about that's happening. Once again, shout out to Rod for sending me that video. But definitely check out that video. We're gonna take one more question. What time is it? Then we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. All right, this brother wants to know. I've seen this question a couple of times. Should we still pursue worldly goals at this time, such as fitness, building wealth, getting certifications, etc.?
Any self-improvement is encouraged. Anything you can learn it. Right? The only thing that I would say is don't let nobody trick you into signing no paperwork. It's paper chain.
Right.
The rest of it, go get your knowledge. Go get, physical fitness is part of overall healthcare or self-care. The better physically fit you are, the less likely you are to have a critical ailment.
Indeed. All right. Listen, with that being said, and I want to share the brothers, we're about to get out of here. Let me share the brothers Cash App one more time before I get out of here. Because I seen somebody else had mentioned it, but I didn't want to interrupt the show. Sick. Oh shit. Hold up, y'all. $SIKAPE. Once again, for those who asked a little while ago for the brothers Cash App, if y'all would like to show the brother gratitude, he talked about gratitude. His Cash App is $ capital SIK, capital APE. All right, family. I appreciate it. We got almost 4,000 people in the chat. I appreciate everybody for coming out. What a show, y'all. What a show. Y'all got the link in the chat. Watch this over if y'all need to. Sisters, Rod told y'all sisters what y'all need to be doing out there. You know what I'm saying? Go to the spa if you can. Brothers, y'all know what y'all got to do. We got our assignment today, y'all. We got our assignment. Rod, before we get out of here, how can they contact you? You on Instagram? Where you at, Rod?
It's easier to find me on Instagram, but my Facebook, I'll be there too. Rod Hayes on Facebook. My profile picture change often. And it's the SikApe on Instagram. The same as my Cash App with THE in front of it.
Indeed. All right. With that being said, I want to thank everybody. Rod, thank you once again, my brother, for coming through. A great conversation with you the other day. Great conversation tonight, as always, my brother. Look forward to seeing you again soon, my brother. And enjoy the 15th, my brother. Enjoy that window. Tap in, my brother.
I just want to know what's gonna happen because I don't know what it's going. I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah,
and what the rollout.
I was talking to Rod Hayes on the phone. Call the brother. Always ask the brother. Well, first of all, I want to thank Rod Hayes for participating. He's contributing a poem type vibe to the meditation album on the Blueprint for God Power 2. I tell you, I got 3 tracks. Billy got 3 tracks. Dr. B Serious got 3 tracks. One of my tracks is going to be featuring Rod Hayes. I heard the brother rhyme one day on a live, and I just put it in the back of my mind. I'm like, all right, this brother rhyme. I gotta talk to him about that one day. And I'm gonna work with the brother in the future on more projects. This is the first one. It's gonna be called Letter to Big Mama, Message to Big Mama, something around those lines, but it'll be coming soon. So shout out to everybody who got tickets. You definitely gonna enjoy it. I look forward to getting it for Rod and working on it and doing it. So yeah, it's fun, real fun. But Rod, we had a good talk the other day on the phone. We was talking about I forgot what I had originally called you for, but we ended up talking about Inky and dinosaurs and all types of stuff, man. In such a short amount of time. I'm like, yo, Rod, I gotta get you on the show. I got a show on Thursday, today's on Wednesday, but I was like, I gotta get you before my show because I just wanted to get this out there. Let's start out with this, Rod. Let's start out like this. Let me put this on the screen. Let me see, where's this at? I want to read something real quick about dinosaurs and dragons. About dragons and dinosaurs, and is dinosaurs a myth? And did we used to, just talk to me about that? We start out like that, just like how we did on the phone the other day, brother. What's going on with
that? Yeah, well, dinosaurs is one of the cycles that we went through, right? And it was because of the Andromeda beings.
The dinosaurs or dragons? What?
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Remember, the word dinosaur is only like 150, 200 years old at the most.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before that, we was calling dinosaurs dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look at what they show us as the dinosaurs. They show us in the cartoon taming dragons that we was going up to the nest, stealing the eggs, hatching the eggs, raising the dinosaurs, learning how to ride them.
Right, right, right.
Right. In the Avatar, they show us riding dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference is in Avatar, they have their hair connects to a part of the animal for them to communicate. We do it telepathically.
Right, right, right.
So one of the reasons they started gator baiting in the South was because those are the Sobek priests that was on the land used to ride around on alligators.
Say,
Like
say, say that one more time.
the Sobek priests from the South. When we say Sobek priests, that means the priests who hold alligators and crocodiles as a sacred totem animal and interact with them in such a manner.
Right.
Would be called priests of Sobek. Sobek is the spirit god of the alligator. So like out of all of the alligators, when you tune into them and they collective unconscious manifest as Sobek in human form.